So, Miss Stacy Duffy's in the waiting room. Just one moment. Some reason it's hiding. So thank you for your precious time in person and on the replay. And I couldn't be more grateful that we're here. And I can't wait to truly celebrate. My sweet Lori was like, can we celebrate? And I'm like, not yet. Not yet. I got to get through some of these little technical things. Here is a technical thing. One of the challenges that I'm having, and I'm going to figure it out. This is what I would like to have as our like little symbol, an emblem for the rooted community. I feel like it's so beautiful. And then for our ascension, the transformation with rainbow colors and butterflies, and it's not loading to save my life. So it's going to, but things like that you're like, okay, well, that was fun. So we're going to figure it out. But yet, first and foremost, my gratitude to you, for you. It's going to be amazing. So I thought I would share, if y'all know me, I read a number of books consistently every morning. And I thought I would share how wild. It gives me the chills. None of these authors are at all connected. The like published win, not even in sync, not even, This one is I Hear His Whisper for Women. So you ready? I want to deliver some love and my hopes that you can always take this with you for the week, my intentions, and then I'll give you the details of what's next. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, so in this one, October 13th, I never give up on you. I am the God of your breakthrough. Child, do not lean on your own understanding. When you come up against challenges that stop you in your tracks, do not turn back. It's Tam. Hi, Tam. Look at me and know that I'm right there with you. I will guide you through the wisdom with strength. I never leave you in a pit of despair, even if you choose to dive into it. I know you better than you think. You do not surprise me, and my love never, ever wavers, not even for a single second. I will never give up on you. I am your help, your faithful friend, and your merciful Father forever. Your chosen child. You cannot avoid the guidance of my grace on your life. I'm never letting go of you. Rest in the shelter of my love, for I will keep you safe. I will pick you up on your darkest days and carry you through the storms, and you cannot weather on your own. Let me love you, open your heart, and you will see that I've been here all along. Surrender your life, and again, watch as favor drips from your redemption story. Love is safe place of shelter, for it never stops believing in the best for others. Love never takes failure on defeat, for it never gives up, which is for 1 Corinthians 13:17. So, hey, Miss Tam, I am sharing first some love here, and the timing is only God. Okay, so here's my other book. This one is Everyday Spirit by Mary Davis. October 13th, Center of Gravity. I take steps to restore equilibrium in my life. It's easy to get thrown off kilter or lose your center of gravity when you have too much work or too little play, too much stress and too little calm, too many screens and too little nature, too much world and too little silence. If this sounds familiar, consider taking a seriously lighthearted look at balance. I'm not the poster child of this topic. Me either. I'm the queen of overworking, blowing past lunch hours, scratching out the mile-long to-do list, and no human ever could accomplish. For the sake of a little illustration here, not that is not balance. However, I do recognize the perils of my over-enthusiasm when I notice I've lost my center of gravity by working too many straight hours. I implement practices that distribute my time more evenly, one small step at a time towards equilibrium. And it works no matter how far afield I've strayed. It only takes a mindful moment to remember to eat. Good idea. To take a deep breath, to connect with spirit, to ask for assistance from our guides, or walk outside. We can say thank you. We can talk to our angels. We can organize a bit of time to feed the soul. We can set a phone reminders. And we can do all in the spirit of fun, enjoying the process of reeling in the adventurous minds and schedules before we flame out. No self-blame. It's all in a day's work. Balance is the stability produced by even distribution of weight. No problem. We know when we are tipping to one side, and we know how to come home to a powerful, magnificent center of ourselves again and again. Beware our areas of our life that are out of balance. Show self-compassion when considering how to cut back. Revive spiritual practices that are grounding for you. Walking in nature, meditation, gratitude practices, and you'll know exactly what you need. And in the heart, I am centered, balanced, joyful, and calm. I take steps to restore equilibrium to my life. So that's that. And lastly, well, no, not lastly, there's one more. This one is pretty wild. So this one is from John Maxwell's Daily Reader. Sorry, one sec. From here, everything looks different. When it comes to winning with people, everything begins with the ability to think about people other than ourselves. People who remain self-centered and self-serving are always having a hard time getting along with others. To help them break the pattern of living, they need the big picture. If you would like to improve your ability to see the big picture and put others first, then do the following. Get out of your own little world. To change focus, people need to get out of their own little world. If you have a narrow view of people, go places you have never gone, meet the kinds of people you do not know, and do things that you have not done before. It will change your perspective, and it has done mine. Check your ego at the door. The egoist can be described not as a person who thinks too much of him or himself, but as someone who thinks little of other people. That's a good description. We often mistakenly believe that the opposite of love is hate, but I believe that's incorrect. The opposite of loving others is being self-centered. If your focus is always on yourself, you'll need to build a more positive relationship. Understand what brings fulfillment. Ultimately, the things that bring fulfillment involve others. A person who entirely self-focused will always feel restless and hungry. If you want to live a fulfilling life, you need healthy relationships. And to build those kind of relationships, you need to get over yourself and into a great community. Remind yourself that the entire population of the world, with one minor exception, is composed of others. Okay, now, last but not least, today, for Believing Bigger, I won't read the whole thing, just the top part that I thought was so powerful. Cultivate your curiosity. There, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire within a bush. Moses saw that through the bush was on fire. It did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see this strange sight. Why is the bush not burning up? Which was Exodus. And essentially, in this amazing message, the voice of heaven is leading you off the mundane path and predictability and onto the more anointed, adventurous one. So I thought, how perfect is that for the timing for today and understanding all the things that are going on and how absolutely divine I believe our timing is. And if anybody else is getting the chills, I absolutely have the chills like everywhere. So I wanted to thank you. If you would like to share for just a minute who you are, and if you want to either reflect back on the Worthy Collective of what you loved most or what you're most excited about going forward, I'd love to hear that. And then I'll share some of the links and the things that I have shared ready to go for what's next. What else do we have out there? Stacy and Heidi are off video. So I just wanted to see who else we have. Okay, so I know Karen's gonna have to leave here. Do you want to jump in first? Oh, you're on mute.
Sure, I love being first. Absolutely. My name is Karen Tilley, and I don't even know how to introduce myself anymore, honestly. Um, I'm I'm a retired engineer for the last couple of years trying to figure out where I'm going. So I really am thankful. I've known Maggie for years back in another world of another world. And you've got tissue, right? Okay, good. I really am thankful that that Meg asked me to be here and included me. I've loved watching her grow, and watching her grow, I'm growing, and I'm really excited about what's next. I really am.
You have seen me grow. You have probably seen me. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You didn't have kids yet. It was way before that.
No accidents, my dear. No accidents. And I'm so grateful that you would bring that up, because I think that's the part we forget, especially in today's availability of social media, that our ripple effect is far reaching than we could ever imagine. And when we stop and we hide, we block blessings.
Ooh, thank you. Yep.
So thanks for saying yes to our community.
Thank you.
Agreed. You are worthy.
Right where you are. Hey, Trace, you want to go?
Sure. I'm Tracy, everyone. I am a student of life, a student of psychology. I finish at the end of the year. I'm super excited to just the possibilities. And if it wasn't for this community, honestly, I wouldn't feel like I would strive what I'm striving now. And like you said, Karen, you know, like I've watched also Maggie grow, and it's through her vibration that we're able to do the same. And so I'm super excited for that ripple effect, because it's working. It is seriously working. And just 20 minutes ago, well, no, it was what was it, 3:40 my time. And Maggie said, oh, you know, can you join the call? I didn't have a shower. I've been bumming all day, right? And I've been procrastinating about an email that I had to send. And I don't know, it was a trigger. Maggie sent a message, hey, can you do this? I'm like, right, bang, upstairs, change, send the email. And I'm like, yes, I did it. And I said to Maggie, oh my gosh, I don't know what it is, but it was that trigger. It's that vibration. And it bloody works.
You're bloody everything. It's so fantastic. So much better than a bad word.
Exactly. So yes, so I'm super excited.
So, and what did you do on Monday, this past Monday?
What day is it today?
Monday. You took a test.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So I took the exam that it's just been a roller coaster ride. And again, like all the prayers, all the triggers in my mind, and you know, taking the time to like pray and grasp onto all of those people that were with me. I felt all of that and I passed.
Yes.
So now it means that I have an opportunity to change my visa, I now graduate because this exam was holding on to the last 3 years. And without this, and I did leave it to the last minute. I got another 2 weeks before I had to, like pass it and stuff.
So you did it
And-
early, is what I'm hearing you say.
Yes, I did. And I knew what my results were going to be. And it was like me sending the email. I knew how I was going to feel after I did all of that, but it was just getting to it. And it's thanks to this community, I tell you, the vibration, oh my God, the ripple effect, it works. So thank you. Blessed beyond
Well-
words.
Yes.
So thankful. Like our story of how we connected is so wild and how we stayed connected. And it's because she did a post one day about cacao, how she was drinking it. And then she was like, I'm gonna go and do some, what was it?
The plank
Planks.
challenge.
And I was like, gosh, I'm not sure I've done that in forever. And I was just like, oh, I love your vulnerability. And like we reconnected. And that's the greatest gift we have is that far reaching. And so, yeah, so thankful. So thankful.
Oh, and again, because of all of that, it opened up the door that I knew that was there. Okay. I went into the department and, they were super excited that I passed the exam where I'm doing my internship as well. And they're like, oh, we've got this job we want to open up for you. And I'm like, oh my God, like doors are opening.
Yes,
Yeah.
action steps, taking action, asking for the support. It all is part of being part of the community and
Yes, and it really, really
Powerful.
works. Yes. So thanks, guys.
So thankful for you. Hey, Miss Karen White. Are you in a spot you can share?
Yes. I'm Karen White and I live in Nashville, and I've known Lori for a very long time. Started out going to church together, and then she's been my massage therapist and reflexologist for many years. And then we did some coaching, and I was kind of a guinea pig for her when she started out doing her coaching. And so she invited me to be part of this community, and she's just been a huge blessing in my life and has helped me to grow a lot through the years. So I'm really excited to be a part of this community, and love the website, love the transition. I told Maggie Facebook was a real struggle for me, and I've avoided it for many, many years, and just being, working through the platform that way was a challenge. And so I'm really excited to be transitioning and having the availability of all the resources on the website and being able to connect that way. So very excited for the next steps.
So thankful.
so glad you said yes. All of you said yes. So
So
Great.
good. So good. Let's see. Hey, Tam, do you want to go next? Thank you, Miss
Sure.
Karen.
I am Tamara Wright. I am definitely an accidental entrepreneur with 3 children that are all neurodivergent, and boy, my youngest one is a boy, and it looks so different in him. And he's been challenging this past week, not understanding what he says and how it gets interpreted and how it could be offensive. Well, I didn't mean it that way. And it's like, but it doesn't matter that you meant it that way, because that's how it gets interpreted. So it's been a challenge this week. And I would say that the most significant thing, like all of you who are brought here either by Maggie or Lori, they're just remarkable people. And I've known Maggie for quite a while. And one of the things I'm looking forward to is we've talked about getting together as a whole group in person. And I'm like so looking forward to like hugging people's necks. I've not met Lori in person. I've not met Stacy in person. I've not met Heidi in person. I've not met any of the rest of you in person. And that's something I absolutely look forward to. And so one of the biggest successes for me and this group and this organization, not only with my business, is connecting with my husband in a way, not only just on communication, because I watched a video recently where the woman was a counselor, and she says, you know, communication isn't the problem with couples. We're told that communication is a problem, but she said what it really is a connection problem. It's when you're not connecting, then you're not communicating, and then you're connecting even less, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. And I have a degree not only in theater, but also communication. So I know how to communicate. I'm a really good communicator.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Thank you. And what I'm learning is how to connect. And when you have a greater self-worth, that sense of confidence, and that it's infectious, right? And it's a light that people are drawn to, and it's given, I don't know, it's just, my husband and I we've been talking about budget all weekend. And we have put this off for at least 2 decades, which sounds absolutely incredible, but we actually have been able to connect about it and talk about it and work through it. We're still working through it. And he's like, I think it's just going to take us a while to figure this out. And I was like, yeah, I think so too. You know, no kidding. Yeah. So it's been, so anyway, and I actually stopped today and I said, you know, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate the progress that we've made. I really appreciate the fact that we've been able to, as parents, put that aside and work on that together and work on this separate. And now those two things are coming together, you know, and working with each other. So anyway, it's just been a wonderful, wonderful process. And honestly, like Tracy was saying, I don't know that I'd be here in this position talking this way had it not been for this group. And I've been working with this group since January. So it's been necessary. So anyway, I look forward to all the things that we are going to encounter together going forward, and to be able to celebrate all of you with each of your successes as much as celebrating with me and my successes. So I'm just learning that doing it in community is so much better than being an island unto yourself. So that's me.
100%. 100%. So powerful. And that willingness to step in with your hubby is incredible. And what a blessing, and such a significance to be able to know that you share that equal yoke. So precious. So awesome. Love it. Miss Lori, would you like to go next?
Yes. Hi there, ladies. Lori Love here. Well, I'm a seeker of joy and love and abundance and health, and I'm here to inspire, and I'm learning as being part of this community about growth in areas that I've been wanting to grow in, being more vulnerable, and the support that we never know when we need that support. And instead of suffering in silence, it is so freeing and just amazing how it feels to say, you know what, I'm gonna let the group know I need support here. And like Tracy was saying, you know, to have life breathed in when people are thinking and supporting and praying, that is energy. And it's a great feeling to know that there's love and support and no ounce of jealousy or competition, so it's a healthy community, and I'm grateful to be part of it and to hold the space and to grow within my own life and continue to inspire and uplift and be me and encourage all of you to be you, because it's a wonderful thing and the world needs us.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So very true. And we have coined a term based on Lori that most of the things we reference will be like, you know, Lori said, Lori shared,
Loriisms.
resource, like this depth of Lori. Oh my gosh. And if somebody doesn't know what a Rolodex is, sorry, you might be younger. Yet she is the Rolodex of all resources. Like absolutely, I like hair on my arm, like so many of what we've been sharing and passing on and what we're bringing into the group is because of Lori's resources.
Well, I love being healthy because I know what it's not. I know what it's like not to be healthy or be in toxic versus healthy relationships, and it is night and day, and I prefer it. So I need support. So hey, and one of my strengths is sharing. I love to share.
You do.
So
And we're so grateful. Bring it
Um,
on. Bring it on.
Sharing, yeah. So
So good. Love it. Miss Stace.
Hello, I am Stacy Duffy, and I've been with the group since January also, have known Maggie for years, and have been on some wonderful journeys with her and grown with her guidance several times. I just feel like I keep climbing up that tree till I'm going to get to the top. But I hope I don't reach the top. I hope it continues forever and always something else to reach for. I've had a lot of transformation during all of this, a ton. I've suffered some losses and helped a friend who was the main source of losing those people in her life, and being able to spend time with her and have the support of this group behind me was so wonderful. And helping my friend through her grief is also helping me mend a bunch of wounds that I had, that I was holding on to for over 30 years of grief from losing my husband 30 years ago. So this has all been, sometimes it feels like way too much. And then I get into a Zoom call with these ladies, or a text message, or a phone call, whatever it is. And things just, you've got that support there. Sometimes just knowing that all of you are there is enough. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes I need just a little bit more. Lori has wonderful sayings and videos that she shares constantly. So does Maggie. But Lori's, like, they hit you good right when you need it. It just comes through. And it's just amazing, the feelings and the support. And I love all of you, and I'm so glad you're all here. And I can't wait to see how much more all of you grow along with us, because watching your transformations through this is amazing.
I didn't mean that one. I was looking for something else.
Well, I was on mute, so I was talking
I
about
was looking for that one. Not
Look at
laughing.
you all techie over there. Ooh.
Hey,
So
I love
fancy.
buttons. I love buttons, and I love push buttons.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what
Metaphorically,
was that TV show that was the game show that, like, squares? You were up in a
No.
square.
no whammy, stop.
No, but that one's funny. the
No,
one
Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares. I feel like this is the Hollywood Squares. It just yeah.
Hollywood Squares.
So, Stace, I remember the multiple conversations that we had, and you were like, not ready, not ready. I don't know, kind of. And yet, what I love most is that you chose in, and the amount of growth that you've had. And we would never wish to see anyone go through what you've had to go through. It's the most horrifying, like, yet to know that we are there for you, and to know, like, that value. And I imagine it, if you've ever walked with a little somebody on your hand and they trip and fall, and they look at you, and you just kind of lift them back up, and you're on your way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we are for each other, is that we grab hands and we lift each other when we're broken, we're heavy. And and sometimes it's a slow little path, a little walk. Sometimes we pause, yet we keep going. And so many times I think in life, especially right now, it's trying to pull us down, pull us back into this deep, dark hole. And we're like, no. Even if we just stand upright, what a difference. And you taught us that. You taught us the warrior pose. It literally gives me the chills, like, in all this tech and all this stuff behind the scenes. I'm like, Stacy, I gotcha. We're doing this. Because it's so powerful. And to know the skills and the tools that you have had, and you are opening up those toolboxes and sharing with us. Oh my gosh, life is never gonna be the same. Never gonna
No.
be the same. Never gonna be the same.
Absolutely not.
Such a treasure. And Miss Heidi from Colorado.
And her dog.
Hi.
Did your dog always do this when we're on video? Or
Always.
just always in general?
Both, but especially when I'm on the phone or on video.
I think he
Yeah.
feels us. He's like,
Yeah,
hello,
yeah.
hey, Fran's here. Yay, hey, Fran.
I think she just really likes being annoying.
Well, I think dogs feel our energies for sure. 100%. So he's like,
Yeah.
"I love you."
So I'm Heidi. I have known Maggie longer than I've not known Maggie. Which says I'm old. But you're not. You're not. I'm older.
Not very much.
Yeah, so I am, if I had to describe myself, I would say I am a multi-passionate faithpreneur. And the things that I have learned from this group have just been, I can't even like put it into words. It's mainly for me like an awareness. All of the things that I've like recognized and like my eyes have been open to during this whole process. And like how the other ladies said, it's like having, you know, someone that's people that are always there for you. And yeah, we all have different personalities and we come from different backgrounds. And so no matter where you're at in life or what you're going through, there's always someone that has either been there or has words of wisdom to help you through it. And so that's one of the things I really, really appreciate. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to what's next.
You're on mute,
You're-
Maggie.
I had this dry tickle of cough, and so I kept muting myself. Sorry. So, Heidi, we did meet in that wasn't it? Was it high school?
Yeah.
That was a long
Wow.
time ago. It was
Wow,
just a minute ago. And so, yes, and such an incredible journey. And what I love most is your willingness to step in and all the things that you've overcome in this time frame and the adjustments and the willingness to see your gifts and most especially use your voice. You guys, she's been asked to speak in so many significant spots and places because she was willing to show up. Such a treasure, absolutely such a treasure, and the opportunity that's like there, like I feel like you're moving and you're like right there and ready to just break loose.
Yep.
So incredible. Love it. Love it. Love it. So glad you made it. And Miss Fran, would you like to share a little bit about you and what you enjoyed from Worthy or what you're most excited about going forward?
Well, I will say that I apologize for being a little, I have company. So anyway, Lori is the one that asked me if I wanted to join, and I said, sounds interesting. You know, let's check it out. And just the last time we were together and she was doing her amazing work on my body, Body Works, I told her, I said, you know, I've been praying about that the Lord would give me a group of women, and it's right here in my lap, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember I prayed that prayer. So I'm excited. I am a little bit challenged with the technology. So you can see I was on for a while and listening, but I couldn't get my picture up because I'm on my phone versus my laptop. But anyway, yeah, if somehow I'm delayed, it's because probably technology and I'm trying to figure it out. But I'll get as Lori said, find somebody that's good at helping me get this done. So not totally figuring it out on my own. But yeah, I need other women in a relational situation we need one another, and going it alone is
Mm-mm.
just so much harder. And it's just so rewarding to help one another. And that's what I want this to be, helping one another. And when we find other women that are struggling, take their hand and say, hey, I have a group that I think will encourage you. So I like that very much. It's not just about us being the center. It's about us taking the hand of someone else and helping them.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I'm so grateful that you are here today, because your feedback from our Worthy Collective has been so instrumental in our next steps to make sure that we are taking those extra steps. And because of Fran's feedback, we are incorporating a team of women that are going to welcome everyone when they come into our community personally. Like, hi, this is Joanne. I'm calling from the Worthy Collective, and we want to personally welcome you. How can I help you make sure everything's in place?
Great.
Because
Yep.
automation is a gift, and it's also not a gift because it's so automated and it can be robotic. And so making sure that we have that communication, and I so appreciated your feedback, because that's not our intention to make someone feel behind, which is also why, as much as I love the book Worthy, I lit a candle today because we lit a candle yesterday. And so this book Worthy is so powerful, yet what we realized is that, and a lot of what I have found too, is that I've joined Bible studies, and if there's a lot of homework, I feel like I don't want to show up if I haven't done the homework. And I remember that, like, just crap feeling of all the guilt, shame, all these bad emotions. And sometimes I'd show up and just be like, I didn't do the homework and I'm here for the group. And sometimes I wouldn't even show up. And so what we're transitioning into a space that we take the best from this, and we take the best from our Believing Bigger journal that we, as the guides, have worked through now a number of times, and some of the best, so that you can show up, absorb it in, take it in with you for the week, and be better. And so, and another item that was so good is that I'm working with Drew, and we're a little bit behind on things because he got sick and my daughter got sick. So we're a little more delayed than expected, yet we're going to have a spot in the community that says start here, because that was a great awareness that Fran had said, that she was like, oh, I'm just not sure what's next. And, and because things were done before, like in emails and YouTube videos, it wasn't necessarily in one place. So I'm putting that together so that is so much more clear for someone when they come in, that they can be like, this is what I need to do. It's clear. So I'm so thankful for your feedback and your willingness to be here, because it means a lot. And that's what I also want to make sure is clear to everyone who is together here as Founders Live, and then anyone who's watching the replay. You see something that can be better, different, or you just like something seems off, please, please, please. Our door is wide open. We want those edits, and you may not know how to fix it, and I might not either, yet we will ask and find the right person. I believe that to be true. So thank you, Fran, for your honest, genuine feedback, because it really does matter and makes
Absolutely.
such a significant difference. And we know that it's going to make such a difference going forward. So
Well, thank you. Thank you for making me feel included in spite of my challenges.
we all have them. I don't know a single person that doesn't at one point or another go, how do you do that? Like, I might have done that before, maybe not. How do you do that again? And you know what? I know, I totally just got the chills. You know what? I know that from one of us, or maybe multiple of us, we're going to find somebody who comes in and goes, oh, that's my skill, right? And they'll be the ones that like totally teach and train us. I know it. I just literally,
Yeah, ask and you
Yeah,
shall.
ask and you shall receive. So one of our new members who is driving right now and she couldn't join us, she referred her daughter to me for graphics. So thank you. So, okay,
Gonna
so
get
let
all
me show you a
fancy
couple of
on
things.
us.
It's, I didn't want to keep you all day today. So let me jump in here real quick and show you some of the progress. So here is one little thing I wanted to share that once I get the graphics correct size, because Fran, you are not the only one. My graphics will not load for the community because they won't fit. So this is going to represent the Ascension community, which is beautiful rainbow butterflies. And then the rooted community will have this beautiful tree with rainbows and it's rooted. So we'll get there. It's just not there because it's not loading right now because it's too big. I'm like, I've done everything that I know. So Drew said he would help me. He was hoping he was going to join us today, but he's been traveling and everything is on delay. So let me share with you a document that I'm going to share. And it is our next steps together. Let me share. Here you go. I will email this to you. And this is super special. So I'm also working on the graphics with my new assistant. And we'll be able to give you a really nice outline so that you know what our next steps. And so what's going to happen is that when we get into our community, you will be able to share this link right here, which takes someone back to my website. And it's Maggie Setar, and it takes them directly to the Ascension community. So let's go there real quick so you can see it. Just like where you came in, right? It goes right back to the, and you know what? I think I'm gonna change that to this one. 1 second. I think it would be better to go here so that they can see it. Oh, darn it. Okay, I see why that happened. Okay, I'll work on that. I think it's almost better for someone to see the difference between those, so I'm going to work on that one. Let me change that. And I'll have the step-by-step for you, so it's super, super clear. And I'm going to do a little video so that you have it. Let's fix this. Sorry, one moment, please. Please enjoy the music. There's no music. Okay. I'm choosing Ascension. Okay, so what's going to happen is you'll see right now, we have generated codes. So everyone is going to end up with their own code. And right
Oh.
now, yes. So give me about 24 hours to get everything completely. We're just a little bit behind. So that you'll be able to have your code that you can give a friend and they'll be able to go in to the Ascension like you guys did. Just 1 second. Where's my Ascension? You'll be able to take them into the community. Oh, where did it go? So they'll be able to click on the Ascension and they will go through just like you did. And then in here, you will have your own special code that you will give them, and that will give them 1 month for free so that they can join us and, enjoy everything that we have and be able to be welcomed. And in there, this will be the community they'll have access to. And I was even having my own challenge too. So we're going to be building out these channels, and what's so special about this, can you guys see it says Ascension community, no posts found yet? Do you see that?
Yes.
You see that? Okay. So over here, different ways that you can pop in and share your wins. This will be the weekly meeting that will always be right there so you can access it. We're also going to have a channel that we're adding, which is like prayers. So like if you are in need of prayer, you can come in here and share, a prayer that you're looking to be uplifted to. We'll have a number of different channels. So like Lori will have her own channel. Tamara will have her own channel. Heidi, our guides all have, like Stacy, they all have their own modalities and gifts so that you can pop in there and they'll be able to start adding some different information in there. And it's not anything stressful, it's just accessible to a different way that we can all communicate, which like Karen was saying, Karen White, that in Facebook, sometimes that can be challenging and it's a space to get to. And so everything is going to be all right here so that you'll be able to see everything. And then what's really special, the most probably special here for anyone who was part of the Worthy Collective, book study that we did finish the 10 weeks. Da, 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 da. Here are all of the recaps of what we did all in one. So I know like Fran said she had missed a little bit. And so you can go in here and you will see the video and you'll see some of our notes. And then you'll also start to see, I've got to finish up we're attaching the workbook, we're attaching all of the extras, and it's all in one place so that you can go back at your own time and enjoy the information from the Worthy Collective that we did on the 10-week study. Wow.
Fabulous.
Yes. And what you'll be enjoying as founders is you'll see all the courses that are going to be added, which Tamara had said, talking about connection. After we get everything built, after we get the event set for January, my third step is going to be adding, I have a course from John Maxwell, which is Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. So you'll have full access to that, and it's a leadership training. So if it's something that you are interested in to apply to your work, to your workspace, there's all sorts of different information, and that'll be nice because it'll start to give you a chance to offer the Worthy Collective, and somebody can choose into that for a small cost because they're already in the monthly, or somebody can go directly to Everyone Communicates, Few Connect without being a part of Worthy. We want to give choices and let people know what's going to work best for them. Some people are looking for just that mastermind and very specific application to leadership, maybe in their workplace, in their life. So you as a founder will have absolute all access. And we'll be starting to drop more resources. This was a course that I had taught, and it's a step-by-step, and you can apply it to life and business, or life or just business. Yes, Trace?
So if I reach out to my family and friends in Australia and Indonesia, like it's the opposite times, what would they be able to go into?
They would have access to all the courses. The only difference, and that's a good point, and that's part of what I'm going to put on my step-by-step start here, is that I'm going to hardcore press, like I sound like a basketball player, hard, like full press, full defense. I'm going to get so specific about someone starting here that if you know right away you can't make the Sunday live call, that you book it in. And what's such a blessing is that it's here. I can load it within probably 30 minutes at the end of it, and I can have it loaded. So then someone would book it in for, say, maybe, are they behind us or ahead of us?
In front of us.
So maybe their Monday morning, they would literally put a record, like they would make an appointment with themselves to play the video so that, you know what I mean? Like they would do that. Or I will tell you that I would be more than happy if we ended up with a number of people on a completely different time zone, that I would offer something where maybe I'm in the middle of the night so that they can be live, because I was part of a program for about 6 months and they were in Australia. I was barely ever live, but I booked myself in what I was missing was the interaction. So that
Yeah.
part was like disheartening. So I have a space in my heart that I'm sure we could figure out something going forward if we hadn't, you know, say at least 4 to 5 people who were like, hey, this would
Okay.
be a great time. Yet the truth of it is book it in like an appointment like you would for your doctor. Book it in like you would for your massage therapist, your, you know, it must be something we plan for, not something that accidentally happens, because we all
Yeah.
know what accidentally happens, which is nothing. We don't accidentally get healthier. We don't accidentally, you know, grow. And so that intentional focus. And so we can absolutely work through that together so that, you know, as long as we're communicating on those time zones for sure. Because I know it's so challenging. And as the guides, we talked about this yesterday, figuring out a spot, because Sundays are Sundays, like a day of rest. Yet at the same time, it's so significant to feel like when you show up, you're given love and inspiration and
And it helps us get through the week as well. It starts off a really great week.
I really feel that it's such a placement of commitment to the self. And you guys, I have to tell you, through this process, I had asked a few people to join us as founders, and they weren't able to commit to themselves, and it broke my heart. Yet I appreciated their honesty, you know, like they weren't willing to commit. And so I was like, okay, we're not in the same space, because that value of commitment, I mean, I should know the science on this. There are so many hours in a week, and we're talking about 1 hour in a week. So really being able to distinguish. So Trace, we'll circle back and just know I'm completely open and recognizing that value, because I did miss the connection, because I will say the one good thing about replay is you can put it on fast forward.
Mhm.
Some of it's not as much joy to listen to somebody talk really, really fast. And one time I remember Declan came in and he goes, does that person breathe? And I was like, well, yeah, but I'm on fast forward mode, so I could get through some of the parts. So they're blessings, but we always believe that live is such a treasure, yet the blessing that we have in replay when we schedule the replay. That was great. Any other questions?
Mm.
So I'm going to share with you this
Here's the
document in
The
Google.
link,
Oops, sorry.
the link that we're going to be sending people, when you'll let us.
When?
Yeah.
Let me just double check with, I was hoping to be able to talk to Drew tonight. I was hoping he was going to be able to join us, but he clearly did not get to join us tonight. So let me, hold on. It will be this link and then your coupon code, but let me just make sure it's all smooth. And
Everything's in
I
line.
really wanted to give you guys like a really pretty graphic and like a really nice invite. So bear with me. Let me see what I can pull together for tonight so that it can be a really beautiful invite. And that's the process that we have to be able to put it together. And the beautiful part is, like, Martha was ready to come today. And I was like, give us just one more week. And she's like, okay. And she bought the book and she's like, I feel behind. And I was like, I'm so glad you would share your honesty, because that's why we're really going to focus on each week is going to have a different title. And if you have the book, you know we're going to be pulling nuggets out of it, but you don't have to feel like I'm on page 101. And then you're like, I don't even know where my book is. No, it's all good. How good is this? Forgive yourself for believing that you're anything less than beautiful.
That's right.
On 101. And each time a woman stands up for herself without knowing it, possibly without claiming it, she stands up for all women. Thank you, Ms. Maya Angelou. So I will share with you that document. Give me about 24 hours, because my hopes are when I share that with you, I'm gonna put, so we have some different information on social media. If you want to put it out there, just please use this in your own words. This is not gospel. I want this to be just an outline and ideas, and it's scripts. If you want to make your own video over here, I'm going to be dropping all little videos you can use of us. And, you know, or good old fashioned, I'm still good old fashioned, pick up the phone. Tracy, listen, girl, I love you. I adore you. We put together something really amazing. Would you be interested in checking it out? I have 1 month free for you. Or I have lots of different language like that. The other thing that I've been really intrigued with is the simple question is, I'm just so curious. Do you currently have a community that breathes life into you at this point in your life? Because Fran said it, Martha said it, a number of women that I called that are going to be watching this replay, they've all said they prayed it. So when we ask the question, we literally can be an answer to prayer. And they have the availability of 30 days to step in, enjoy, and reflect as to what they would like. And, you know, that door is open so that they can enjoy it. So do you guys have any other questions? No? Okay, so I'm going to share that with you. If you have any questions, let me know. You're going to see that file starting to build and having more options. But again, if you want to call people, if you want to text people, if you want to send emails, if you want to do social or no social, I'll leave that 100% up to you, and just reach out if you have any questions. I'm going to send you out a contract that writes it all out. And what you're going to see is you get access for life. And all my expectations are that you want to be here and that you want to grow the community. And if life changes and it's not on your heart, just let us know. Yet we have this space that's available, and we have felt it for quite some time that there is a great need. And when two or more are gathered together, it creates an amazing abundance for all of our lives. And it's something that I've been working on recreating for such a long time. Karen and I met in an incredible community. Yet back in that day, it was a community you had to show up for. You had to physically get in the car and you had to go there. And we get in traffic and we get in all sorts of weather, and you know, and there would be a fee when we showed up, and there was all sorts of things, and like things had to align. And now we get to hit a button on our computer and here we are. And you don't even have to be on video. You know, like you can call in, you can listen, and we're here, and we want that space to be wide open for someone who is ready to choose in. And yeah.
I was just going to be silly. You don't even have to have pants on, but I did.
I'm just kidding.
You don't.
We won't ask. We won't ask.
Yeah.
As
no.
long as you
No, we're
don't
not
stand
on.
up.
Yeah,
Right. Right?
I was
I'm not
hoping
gonna-
Maggie was
I'm
gonna
not
make us
standing
do the
up.
warrior pose. Yeah.
humor.
What'd you say, Tam?
I thought you were gonna make us stand up and do the warrior pose. And I'm like, my pants don't match my shirt.
Well, I was totally going to, and my pants don't match either.
That's amazing.
Oh gosh.
Not at all. No.
Oh my
because
God,
we
we're all
didn't
the
end up
same.
leaving, and I was
I'm-
like, yeah. So
I'm
no,
not
I
sure.
totally just did. I did the
Okay,
chair.
I'm gonna show.
I did the chair pose. Wait, hold on. What was that? Let me see.
Whee!
I'm gonna stand up because remember I had 20 minutes to get ready. So look at this. I'm still.
Girl, you got
Opposite
patterns.
animal print.
You got
I love
patterns
it.
on, girl. You got patterns.
Hold
Okay.
on a second. Trace, I am wild about you. I'm so wild about you. Oh, I love it. I was literally like, you showed up and I was like, dang, wow, look at her. I'm not standing up though.
That's called breathing life into each other,
I
inspiring.
love it. So
Exciting.
good.
Okay.
So good. So would you mind if I ended in prayer?
No.
All right, let's do this. I always feel like I have to get close. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing space. Thank you for the vision that has come together for such a time as this. Thank you for these incredible warrior women who have chosen in to be founders. They've chosen into a space to make time for themselves, opportunity to learn and grow and share and pass on the opportunity to reach out a hand to other women who could be in that same spot where they're praying over their mind, body, and spirit to connect with others who love and adore growth. And we want to be better than we were yesterday. Not better than anyone else, better than who we were yesterday. And that opportunity to learn and grow and support each other through the challenges of lives, say prayers in the spaces of the unknown, and understand that there is so much great in the world today. And when we come together, we shine light in those spaces. We are able to burn our flame, our light, and ignite that flame in such a way when we're gathered by like minds, and those like minds that we know that you have created and use us for the gifts that you've given us. We have such genius within us, and that when we lean in and feel supported and we grow our worthiness, that the ultimate goal is fulfillment, fulfilling our lives for what you have brought us here for. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. So it is.
And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, ladies. Have the most wonderful evening. And I will send you this document and how about this? Give me at least till tomorrow morning and I'll fill it up, make sure I have all your codes, and shoot me a text if you have questions and I'll make sure that you've got everything. And if you have a little tricky, being able to download something, please don't hesitate. I wish I could tell you I'm the master. I might have to ask for help, but there's going to be incredible people that show up so that we can make sure it's smooth and simple. Sound good?
Okay. I was going to say, do you want it till tomorrow afternoon? Because I want you to have family time with your, it is Sunday evening. So,
well, everything is shifted today because Miss Lucy Love had a little bit of a fever last night. So we
okay.
did not go to hockey. And so I do have a little bit of time, but I do need to make some pumpkin bread with her next. That's what I was trying to figure out, and connect with Drew to make sure I have everything correct.
Yeah.
So,
So afternoon, everything's in divine order, even if it's the afternoon.
yes, let's do tomorrow afternoon, and then I will make sure you guys all have it. And please, please don't hesitate to ask questions because I want to make this simple. I just want to give you options and choices, and picking up the phone and calling someone and saying, I love you. I want you to join us. Check it out.
Right.
So,
I want a little side note. One of my friends from grade school and then high school is having a talk tonight on angels and how to have a relationship with them. So if anyone's interested, I'm going to forward the link to our worthy thing, if I can figure that out. So yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, awesome. I think the ladies would enjoy that. So,
oh yes, I love it.
so look in the message box for it.
I love
Okay.
it. Awesome.
Bye, ladies.
Love
Bye,
y'all.
everybody. Good night. Love y'all.